Okay, welcome to Opposites React. We are continuing on with some more Kasey Chambers requested by Brett. So, Brett on 3.
1, 2, 3. Brett!
Okay, so he requested Kasey Chambers Not Pretty Enough, and he said watch the official video. So we are going to do that. And the last two have been pretty good, so I'm excited about this one. The Eminem Lose Yourself was still my favorite.
Still my favorite.
Ain't No Little Girl was good.
It was good. I feel like it left me wanting. I feel like there was not quite a climax that I was built up for.
Yeah, like I feel like Lose Yourself had that big, like Ain't No Little Girl was just kind of a steady ship on the sea versus like Lose Yourself came up on.
I'm really interested to see
I'm
what
interested
this
to see how this one goes.
Does.
And also a recording versus a live.
Am I not pretty enough? Is my heart too broken? Do I cry too much? Am I too outspoken? Don't I make you laugh? Should I try it harder? Why do you see right through me? I live, I breathe, I let it rain on me. I sleep, I wake, I try hard not to break. I crave, I love, I've waited long enough. I try as hard as I can. Am I not pretty enough? Is my heart too broken? Do I cry too much? Am I too outspoken? Don't I make you laugh? Should I try it harder?
I think the video is kind of funny where it's like everybody like living their lives like the girl karaoke singing to her song.
To her song.
Right.
I do like the lyrics. Like,
Yeah.
I thought it was really good. I saw this one.
Was she younger during this?
Yeah, I
It
think
seems
so.
like her
this
voice
is
sounds
one
younger,
of her
but maybe
very.
it's just the recording.
No, I think it's Brett said this is one of her earlier songs.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like you can tell that she just hasn't quite found her voice yet in this song. Does that make sense?
Like
sort of like in like Aerosmith.
right.
Dream On, even though it's amazing, but you can tell the difference between Steven Tyler Dream On and his later stuff.
Yeah. Like she sounds more she sounds more mature now. Mm-hmm. And even in her lives, I don't know. Like, yeah. I don't know what I'm saying.
Should I try it harder? Why do you see right through me? I laugh, I feel, I make believe it's real. I fall, I freeze, I pray down on my knees. I hold, I stand, I take it like a man. I try as hard as I can. Am I not pretty enough? Is my heart too broken? Do I cry too much?
I do kind of like the music video too, where it's like, you know, it's like showing her playing all these different places, but it's everybody kind of like tucking in their insecurities and like trying to like preen
Perfect
themselves. Yeah,
yes.
like
I do like that. Where it's let me
put
myself together for the outside world.
like put my best face forward to the public.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do like that. But like you were talking earlier with her more mature, I think she just sounds more confident
Now
in
and
her
who she
sound.
is. Yeah, like in her tone and stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah.
Am I too outspoken? Don't I make
cute song.
It was a cute song.
Yeah.
I feel like it didn't invoke a lot of like emotion in me or good or bad. It was a really great song, and I loved the message, and it was
I can
good.
see why people would think that it would, because like, you know, like, oh, like, you know, if you have any daughters, like, it's going to make you feel something. And I feel like for some reason with this, it just didn't hit me like that way, maybe because our daughters don't necessarily care about.
Not necessarily that. I think it's just the arrangement.
Well,
it's
just something where it's like, I can understand the story of her.
Yes.
I mean, I can even relate to that, where it's like, oh, should I be looking a different way? Like, should I be presenting myself in a different way to like get more exposure musically? Or should I be, you know, like, you know, changing myself in some way to be more appealing?
Yeah.
And see if anybody else wants to listen to my music or what? Like, I can totally get where that's coming from. And maybe that's why I kind of disconnected from like, I think that people, when they were suggesting it, were wanting us to like really connect with that and like, oh my gosh, like, of course, everyone's pretty, and like, you know, like had that motherly connection on it. But I think for me, I just kind of connected like on the artist level of like, yeah, I can see why she wrote that song. Yep,
sure
makes
it was very
sense.
therapeutic for her.
Yeah, makes sense. Yep, definitely. I feel like anybody who has ever wanted to play music for a living, especially females, go through that, where it's like, especially older females were, you know, back in the 90s, it was like, okay, well, you have to be like 13 pounds and like Christina Aguilera, basically. Like, you have to be a total rail and be able to belt like freaking Aretha Franklin at the same time in order to even like be considered to have any talent. And so like I can totally see where like, okay, for her, like having a totally different musical style, and also, you know, like, I mean, she's obviously pretty, so like, but it's just, it creates insecurity in you when you're trying to do anything in a music industry. So I totally see where that song came from, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, awesome. Thank you so much, Brett, for suggesting that. And yeah,
We will be
we're around.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Woo.